Reactor spitting fire. The NFT analyzer. Diving deep into projects. He's the crypto energizer. From Memecoins to tokens. He's got all the intel. Web3 is a dream. Show you where to excel. He's got the insights like a digital magician, unveiling secrets of the blockchain with precision. Wild stories from the web, he's always in the know. Crypto community, vibing where the treasures grow. Web3 wonders, chain reactors on the scene. NFT insights and crypto dreams. Diving into Memecoins. He's got the key, hype around the web.
Yowza. Oh, yowza. Oh, man. Oh, boy. Good morning, guys. October. I'm lost. I'm lost. What a morning. What a 24 hours here. Crazy. October 24th. Man, home stretch of October. And I think right in stride, right on pace for just a perfect ending for this month. I hope you've seen the news this morning, guys. I hope you've seen GOAT. The GOAT of meme coins, the GOAT of the new narrative, the GOAT of the new meta. I'm sure you didn't miss that. But GOAT now officially becoming the very first Pump.fun token to get a listing on Binance. Pretty incredible, the first of many. Now, we're going to get to that in a quick moment, guys. Quick reminder. Make sure you're subscribed here to SlamX Official on YouTube. Smash the like, share the show. And an even bigger reminder, guys, we have a second edition of Chain Reactor coming up this morning. I don't think I've ever done that before. I don't think we've ever had a double header. No. Maybe we go live 2 hours. Maybe we go live 2 to 3. I don't think we've ever had two shows, especially in the morning. So really excited for this, guys. The next show is coming up at 11:30 p.m. Eastern time. And that's a big one. That's a really special show diving into Slamet. Yes, sirs. About time to get that conversation really starting to ramp up here, guys, with some family members, some Slamet family members, some familiar faces, some of them new here. Nate Geraci. I don't know if I've ever said his last name out loud. Mo Esselden? There we go. I'll go with that. Head of tokenomics at Animoca. Awesome dude, by the way. Awesome dude. Legendary in this space for like his wizardry with tokenomics. Like, honestly, I imagine you've heard of Mo before. If not, I'm glad to put him on your radar. And then Paul of Troon Tech. And, of course, my boy Chris, a.k.a. Hustle Hat. Again, 11:30 a.m. right here. About an hour and a half after this show ends. Today, we're not going 2 hours, right? We're not going to have Jay Squiggle here in the second half going over the art market as much as I want to. We'll kill this right at an hour and get set up for the next show here. But I want to get you guys set up for that show, too, and give you a little insight. I bet a lot of you guys already have your .slam domain. You probably do. If you don't, I'm just telling you, you probably want it. Maybe I'll say it even a little stronger. You do want it. You definitely do want it. Okay, go to slamnet.xyz. You see at the top, claim a domain. You can do slamnet.xyz/claim. Grab your name. I can just tell you right now it's going to be pretty darn useful in this ecosystem. And some of that we'll be able to hint at today. But grab it before it's gone. You know, like I'm glad I grabbed Hudah before, you know, we're the Google of Web3 and Hudah's unavailable. You remember the ENS rush? Grab your .slam domain. All right, guys, let's get into it again. We do have a quicker show, a shorter show, an hour. So I want to make sure to get to everything, and I do want to put a lot of time into GOAT. Again, GOAT listing on Binance coming here in just a couple hours here. Now, this isn't spot yet. This is perps, but that is laying the groundwork for spot trading, and it's coming. And regardless, this is still the very first Pump.fun token to get a listing like this. In fact, I want to peek at the market cap real quick. This morning hit 850 mil, which is astronomical. Just crazy and also not surprising in any way. And remember, you guys got the GOAT Alpha here at 7 mil. 7 mil market cap. Look, if I took my own advice, well, I did take my advice. I bought at 7 mil. I would be up 100x right now had I held. No regrets, baby. In at 7 mil, out at 32 mil, in again at 100 mil, out at 2 or 300. I don't remember at this point. I'm here to just make some gains, and I'll tell you this, I saw this coming. I think a lot of you did. This is just a different kind of token. There's a different thing happening here, right? It's just a whole new, like I said, a whole new meta. These LLM-driven tokens. I'm not sure if I buy it, by the way. Let me tell you that. I'm not sure if I buy that this is really some AI that's chatting with people as opposed to some guy who's chatting to people. I'm not sure. And I bet you 90% of them out there that are copycats are not actually AI. I'll bet you that. I'd put money on that. But maybe Goatsius Maximus is the real deal. It's got a great story. And just the start, this is a multi-billion-dollar token. In fact, I would say I'd bet on that. I could bet on that by just buying back into the token, and I'm not opposed to that. I love that, Goatsius Maximus. More on that. Oh, yeah. Let's mention, too, Truth Terminal, the account behind Goatsius Maximus. Wallet value is now $12 million. And this is as of last night, much higher now. We have our first multi-millionaire AI LLM, which is crazy. And I'll say this, the first of many. The first of many. This is the new norm. In fact, you guys heard of the dead internet theory? I'm sure you heard of the dead internet theory, where most of the internet is just AI bots. We will get to the point where most of the trading is just AI agents trading between two. It's how it's going to go. By the way, good morning, Choina. Good morning, Barry. Good morning, Christian. Rue. Bang. Yeah, it's a decent call there. And we'll get a lot more of those. You think back to last cycle and the up-only moments. You know, they're sometimes few and far between, but there's good stretches of it where it's up-only, and we will get in those. Hey, I love that. IPAcowboy.slam. Bang, I always forget that's you. I look at the picture and it reminds me, but I see your name and I keep forgetting that's you. I got it locked in now. It's good to see you, bro. A lot more of those to come, though. I promise you that. All right, let's get into the market here a bit. I do want to shout out Bold Leonidas. Guy's freaking incredible. He's the next... he's not the next Beeple, and I made that comparison before, and I mean it, but in a different kind of way. A guy who's going to break through to the mainstream. He is. His comics, his cartoons are just so awesome at simplifying this space and making it like relatable for people outside of the space, even though it's mostly us looking at it. But shout out to this guy who had his most viral tweet here to date. 1 million impressions on this, which is perfect. Escape the 9 to 5 to go live this 24/7 life. Sounds right, accurate. This guy's just, guy's a master. Shout out to that guy. Awesome stuff. All right, we saw, I think this was just last week, Italy looking to raise these capital gain taxes on Bitcoin specifically to 42%. Man, they're not alone in coming up with that magic number, but also looking to take your Bitcoin gains because Denmark's looking to do the exact same. Yes, also 42%. And you can understand why when you start seeing price predictions like this that are for this cycle coming up. That's a pretty nice prediction here. This is from some analysts at Bernstein. 200K in 2025. Spicy. Considering where we're at now. Oh, man, we've got some beautiful gains. In fact, I'd like to tax you guys, too. We'll take, I won't even do you for 42%, but you get why some of these countries are looking to take a big old chunk. They know it's coming. Did they miss the boat to be able to get the holdings themselves, get it in their strategic reserve like people here in the States are hoping we do? I don't know. It's free money, easy money for them. Anyway, right now, Bitcoin at 67.5, ETH at 2,500, Solana at 175 bucks. Solana cooking, man. Up over 5% in the past 24 hours. I got to say, I don't know why. I don't know why Solana's outpacing the rest of them. Ronan the freaking collector. Good to see you, brother. Bang, I think you're right here. Being a millionaire is going to be so much more normalized. Like I bet we all know a millionaire right now, maybe even a couple, right? Whether it's here in the space or, like real world stuff. I think a lot of us, I believe this, by the way. I believe a lot of us are going to be millionaires here in the next 5 years, and I think it means less and less and less as time goes on. Look, I don't even fully understand this, but I'm just good at sensing things. I am, and I sense that everything's about to change. And like, this is not some like bold, deep, insightful thing. It's not. A lot of people see this and sense it and know something's coming, that what we're doing right now, the economy, not sustainable. It doesn't make sense. It's broken. Something is going to change. Being a millionaire is going to be like, damn near normal at some point in the future. And I don't think it's terribly far off. Hard to predict with AI and quantum computing coming and how that changes everything. But glad to be hanging with some future millionaires here. I'm sure of it. By the way. Anyway, no idea why Solana's cooking. Happy to see it, though. Looking over at the ETFs, also excited that Nate will be on later. Maybe we can throw some ETF stuff at him, too. I got a nickname for him, by the way. We got Jay Squiggle. I think we got to start calling Nate ETF God. I don't know if he'd like that or not, but he's the ETF God. Unless you guys got something... Unless you guys come up with something for him. But Nate needs a nickname. If you're on the show more than once, you need a nickname. So Nate's going to need a nickname. And get the wheels turning, because I think Mo and Paul will also be around a bit more. So start thinking of Mo's nickname and start thinking for Paul as well. But Nate's earned his already. Nate needs the nickname. ETF God works. Yeah, we'll see how he likes it. Again, 192 million in inflows in the Bitcoin ETFs yesterday. Really nice turnaround after, our first day in, a week and a half of outflows. That's going back to Monday. Tuesday. I'm telling you, this week's a blur. But yeah, back in the positive, 192 million in inflows. And then on the east side, 2 days in a row of inflows. We'll take it, just 1.2 mil. Nothing crazy. But again, we'll take it after what we've been used to seeing on ETH prior to the past few weeks. Almost straight outflows there. Yeah, not lately, though. Love to see it. NFT market also looking pretty damn solid, guys. Our streak over 10 million in cross-chain sales looking really nice still. 11.8 million in cross-chain sales yesterday. It's now our 13th day in a row over 10 mil. This is our best streak since going all the way back to June. We tie our previous best streak right now. One more day gives us officially our best streak since all the way back then, about 46 days ago. Does it mean anything? I don't know. I'll tell you what, guys, I don't feel any kind of energy in NFTs right now. And maybe that's the calm before the storm. And I feel like maybe it is that, right? I don't think the air is quite let out, but it's certainly like I don't see people collecting ahead of time right now. I don't see people preparing for the run. And I could be wrong there because we're going to look at something in a minute that maybe says the opposite. But I don't feel it out there. I don't feel people collecting to get ahead of the next pump. It feels like they just did that. Right? It feels like that was our last little pumpy phase. Maybe over the past, week or two. Maybe like around here with the 16 mil, 14 mil, 16. Like in this, felt like people collecting, getting ready for a run. I'm not sure. I wonder if people got their bags packed already. Top collections in the past 24 hours. CryptoPunks, king of the NFT scene. Love to see them on top. Followed by D-Market. Autoglyphs, I don't believe that's a sale, by the way. I think we're looking at a loan on Gandhi. Pretty sure about that. We'll peek, though, on the next screen. Bored Ape Yacht Club, Node Monks for Ganas, Guild of Guardian Heroes, OMB, Chimp Meme Factory. I have no idea. And Dozuki rounds out the top 10. By the way, I haven't been showing this lately, and I want to because I do think this is going to flip here. But Ethereum, the top Ethereum, the top blockchain for NFT sales, followed by Solana and Bitcoin. Ethereum's been number one for months and months and months at this point, which is interesting considering the beginning of the year it was Bitcoin and people didn't think. People really thought ETH was dead. As slow as it is now, it's Ethereum that's the slowest. or excuse me, it's Bitcoin and Solana that are the slowest. Ethereum is just leading the pack here. That changes, I think, though. When the NFT run really starts, Solana, I think, sees a crazy resurgence because of the user base that's over there now. We've not had an NFT cycle with all these new meme coin traders over there, and I think we will. But Bitcoin, it's just the price, the value of those ordinals over there. So I expect to see something flip. That's why I want to start looking at the blockchain rankings now in a way that we haven't recently, because it is a good indicator. We see Bitcoin flip ETH. Probably a good sign that things are changing here. So we'll keep our eyes on that. And here we go to our top sales. There's that auto glyph. I do want to peek real quick. Again, pretty sure this is a loan. I go to the contract. I'm looking at interacting with. And yeah, I see the Gandhi token tracker here. So Gandhi's a loan platform. So yeah, that's a loan on that autoglyph. It's not a sale. It's good getting a little color around this. Still, I like to see it, man. I want it all. I still want chaos mode on the site. I want all the wash sales. I want all the money laundering stuff. I want all of it. And more loans too. I just want to see all of it. Anyway, take a look at CryptoPunks here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 punk sales in the top 10. 9 in the top 12. We watch for those indicators, right? We watch for the runs on the Xcopy art. And I would say right now it's time to start keeping an eye on the Xcopy sales bot. I don't see anything there yet, but a feeling after seeing all these CryptoPunk sales. Some decent ones too here, right? The top hat, 50 ETH. It's a nice one here as well for 50 ETH. Yeah, some good looking punks. This looks like my V1 minus the goatee, right? Headband. I think mine's gold earring. And maybe, I'm not going to go look at, I was going to say, I don't want to go look at floor prices. I was saying maybe CryptoPunks prices creeping back up at 23, just under 24 ETH. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. All right, let's get through the rest. I want to come back to meme coins. God, I love meme coins. Dude, China, those top hat punks are awesome. Ether punks. You remember Ether punks? Oh, no, hang on, not Ether punks, those two, but Ether funks. If the ETH inscriptions ever cook and Ether funks cook, and they do decent, by the way. The Ether funks are pretty cool. Vru, I see your comment there. I want to peek at that. Butoshi. His Wanko Nessa. Guy's a character, man. Anyway, Ether funks. I got a really nice one with a top hat. I think it's like a top hat in VR, so I don't know. Either way, I like the top hat trait a lot. A lot. All right, Pudgy Penguins have been teasing a new partnership. And we got some details here. I guessed McDonald's, maybe. Nah. Yeah, not McDonald's. Instead, it's Walgreens, which I think is really cool. So we got Pudgy Penguins toys, like those little igloos, and I'm sure those plushies and all that stuff. We got them in Walmart. We got them in Target. They're on Amazon. They're in, what's the chain in the UK? Whatever. Now in Walgreens. 2,000 stores across the country here. Pudgy's everywhere. Pudgy's everywhere. People like them, man. People legitimately like them. And I'll say this, dude. Maybe at first I thought it was weird. It's the wrong word. Not weird, but a lot of those toy sales were Pudgy holders. Some guys who are pretty darn crypto rich going out and supporting and buying up just aisles worth of these toys. And that's great. A lot of those were donated, right? I think that's great. But I wasn't sure how organic the sales were, the growth was. But at this point, if you're now in your third major chain and probably fourth major chain like a Walgreens, it's pretty damn real. It's pretty damn real. 12,000 stores around the world these Pudgy Penguin toys are in. It's pretty impressive. And watch out when they launch Pudgy World. Right? Watch out for that. I think that's going to be absolutely wild. Because all these people hopefully have been scanning their QR codes and unlocking traits for the little, Pudgy avatars in this game. Could be something. Bringing a lot of people on chain. Cosmo, good morning, man. Yeah, the itty bitties are really cool too. I know a few people who like those. Those are pretty great. Yeah, I like them. Oh, an AI rune, man. Man, Vru, I'm getting I don't want to FUD the Bitcoin ecosystem. And this has nothing to do with Butoshi, by the way. The Bitcoin ecosystem's so weird. It's so cabalish, or I don't know, dude. Maybe I need a special show focused just in the Bitcoin ecosystem. There's something about it. I love it, dude. I love collecting there. There's something really not right about it, too, though. Something. I'll elaborate on that at some point, maybe. Maybe. Staying in the Pudgy ecosystem, but onto their blockchain, which is, interesting how they're rolling out their announcements. It's a lot of announcements, I'll say that. For some reason, it doesn't feel like it's hitting people across the face, and I think that's by design because I think they have big, big things to announce, and I think this is just kind of normal for them, right? Announcing partners and projects that they're onboarding in their ecosystem. I actually like it that there's this steady drip of announcements like this, including something like an incubator program, some sort of that, right? Abstract builder and residence program. I like this a lot, man. I like fostering the builders on your chain and giving them support. And I think more chains should be doing that. I know they all are to some degree, but I think if Abstract Chain puts a big old focus on that, I think they win. I think they win no matter what. But I think they win in a big, big way if they really support people building. When Abstract launches, I'm definitely going to look at if there's a way to start doing this show on some kind of product, something that lets you tokenize the show. And that is starting to happen out there right now. Tokenizing videos. And tokenizing communities. Now, there's probably going to be elements of that here in the SlamNet ecosystem too. But I am watching over an Abstract for those opportunities where you can do things in multiple spots. I like Abstract Chain. So keep my eyes on that. Anyway, I like the residency program. I also like this create layer. Again, content creators. I'm talking memes. I'm talking even just community chatting, all this stuff, and rewarding it through tokenomics. Really good stuff. I know Abstract Chain gets it. I know Luca gets it. That whole team, just awesome. Incredibly, what's the word? They're just so plugged in. I think they know what's coming here next, and it's all about content. So bringing Create Layer over to their chain now. Proliferating culture, rewarding creators, consumer crypto. Yeah. All that stuff. Great stuff. Again, just another great platform joining that ecosystem. Yeah, I love to see it. I'm going to play their commercial for you, too. I think this is new. I think. It's not terribly long. I want to play it because I want you guys to see the kind of what they're going to track. Like, tell me you don't see this commercial playing at, like, a Super Bowl. And picture this. If this cycle really starts cooking, which I think it's going to, we're going to be timed perfectly for Abstract Chain to be full throttle. Like, just cooking. Right around Super Bowl time. I'm not going to be shocked to see an Abstract commercial on the Super Bowl. Just saying. Crypto ecosystem cooking, Bitcoin all-time high, people rushing in, all those partnerships that we're used to seeing, all, the commercials, crypto commercials dominating the airwaves. This belongs there. Check this out.
Imagine a world where technology is effortless and simplicity is within reach. Imagine using a new system built for everyone that feels as familiar as what you use today. No complicated steps, no hidden fees, just freedom to move and create. Imagine a place where you hold the keys, where your choices are yours alone, without relying on middlemen to control what's yours. What if the power to connect, to own, and to share was truly yours? The future is yours to shape, simple for everyone, secure for all. This isn't a dream, it's what's next. And it's waiting for you.
Man, it's so good. It's so good. It's so like, I don't know. It's so consumer friendly. It's so consumer crypto. I dig it. I think we'll see that, I think we'll see that on a Super Bowl. We'll see it, during NBA games, stuff like that. Pock, is that, there's an emoji ticker? You said emoji on Solana. Is that like there's an emoji token? Is that what that is? So remind me, we should peek at that when we get back to the Memecoin stuff. Yeah, right. Dude, Abstract's going to cook. All right, let me keep pushing through this because I want to get to those Memecoin. Actually, we're kind of in Memecoin territory right now. We're kind of there. Okay, a couple days ago, and this is still in the tokenizing content realm, and it's going to be, man, it's going to be more than the meta. It is really an important part of this space. More and more and more. Tokenizing content, tokenizing media, tokenizing articles. FX Hash got me to understand that, a year or two ago when you could tokenize articles and mint them. Platforms on Abstract are going to let you do that now. I saw another and maybe it was the same one I'm thinking of on Abstract, but again, it's like you mint it. You've got your show tokenized as like an 1155. I think it was Abstract. And it's a collectible at the same time. It's, people, check this out. We do a show. Let's picture the next show we're doing here in a couple hours, right? In 2 hours. By the way, reminder, go to slamnet.xyz, claim your .slam domain. I'm going to be breaking into that throughout the show coming up and reminding people, just get a head start. Doesn't mean it's going to do something for you today. I'm not saying that, but I am saying this is something you're going to want in this ecosystem. It is going to be very, very useful. So grab your .slam domain. Okay. Imagine a show like we're about to do here, where we're going to talk about the SlamNet ecosystem with people like Mo, with Nate, with Paul, with Chris, and CryptoSlam. And what if we tokenize it, and then a week later, a month later, whenever it is, we say, by the way, if you minted that show, if you collected one of the NFTs of that show, you're eligible for a whitelist for this. Oh, Mo's got this thing going on over here. And by the way, if you tuned into that show and you hold this NFT, you get this thing. Right? That's going to happen. I'm not saying that's going to happen with this ecosystem. It's probably going to happen. I'm not saying because I know something. I'm just saying if my shows get to do that, I will be doing that for sure. Like, I'm going to bake Web3 stuff throughout content, but that's coming. I don't care if it's this show. I don't care if it's Modern Market. I don't care if it's whatever your favorite show is out there. Everything is going to start getting tokenized, and we're going to start rewarding that stuff. If you didn't know that already, and I think a lot of you did know that, you could see what's coming. But if you didn't know that, that is what's coming. And it's great. Anyways, Pump.fun released their tokenizing video platform, Memecoins, created off of video content. Great stuff. Song a Day Man, Jonathan Mann, love this guy. Fellow Vermonter. I can't say I'm a Vermonter. I don't live there anymore, but I did. It feels like home, kind of. Vermonter. Love him. Anyway, tokenized for the first time one of his songs on Solana as a Pump.fun meme coin. Dude, it actually cooked. It actually cooked. I want to say like a $700,000 market cap. It's pretty impressive. Obviously, a little pullback. I don't know if he sold tokens. I don't know. And I will say, it did have a little scammy element, not from him, but somebody got to Dex Screener and they paid, there's like a $300 fee to update the socials in the listing. Somebody paid that $300 and put a scam telegram there. Yikes. Yeah, I don't know how you police that stuff, but yikes. I want to watch that video, by the way, because I don't think I've seen it. But I just want to keep pointing out where this space is going. Yeah, it's a minute long. Let's check this out.
King of Lane, keeper of letdowns, knower of little, kingdom of loud mouths. Come save me before I drown in this KO hell. We deserve to go to zero in this KO hell. Kaiser of losses, killer of learning, no fish leech, keyboard obsessed.
It's pretty cool. I like it. I like the guy. Sometimes hot and cold with him. I like him. It's a good dude. Good dude means well. Great art. Great artist. Anyway, there's this token. It's called KOL. I mean, buy it if you want. Buy it if you want to support the guy. I don't know. If he's selling tokens, yes, it does support him. Otherwise, it's just cool. But something we got to be really careful, really careful about. Oh, man. Oh, dude, yes. Ronan, we got to chat about that. We got to chat and figure out where we can fit that in a UAP show. Speaking of which, did you see the alien interview? We showed it on the afternoon show. But the guy who channels an alien goes, and he starts speaking alien. It's pretty cool. There's a disclosure hearing coming up in a few weeks. Can't wait. It sounds like it's going to be a spicy one, too. God, I'll get sidetracked in an instant with alien talk. Always so. Don't bring it up because I dive right in. We got to be really careful with content and tokenizing it. And it's like, look, I don't want to say it's dangerous, but like maybe a little bit, especially on Bitcoin where you can't moderate it really, which is good and bad. It's good. It's good. But you can't moderate on Bitcoin. Like, I mean, if it's on Bitcoin, it's on Bitcoin forever. But you got to be careful because you're going to start getting some, I guess, exactly what we expect. I don't know what kind of words I can say on YouTube where they like throttle your video because you say it, but you see the screen here. People putting tokenizing some pretty awful shit. As we expected on Pump.fun. We expected this when they started live streams. We expected this when just when the platform started. There'd be some really crazy shit that goes there. During live streams, right? I said early in the year, we're going to see somebody kill themselves on Pump.fun. I don't think we got that right exactly, but we did see a guy light himself on fire. We did see somebody else threatening to do something to a child, right? Like it's fake, it's for engagement, but this isn't fake. And so luckily the platform is moderated and it was taken down, but yikes. And I expect to see a lot more of that, to be honest, which is unfortunate. And the beauty of decentralization and the benefits that also comes with a whole other side to it. And I don't know, I guess we got to put on our big boy pants and just be able to expect that stuff. And we need to figure out how to police this own space. Otherwise, we open ourselves up to being policed by someone else. And man, we're so good at that. I know we don't want it, but you know, we let it happen. What can you do? Anyway, putting that on your radar. Also got to put on your radar the cool cat. I love their animation, by the way. The Milk Chug. New episode launches today. I think that's Thread Guy, by the way, right? Is that supposed to be Thread Guy? With that beautiful fucking mane of his? It's very Thread Guy-ish. Either way, cool animation. Latest episode today. It's over on YouTube. So go find their YouTube channel. The Milk Chug, episode 5. It's really, really solid. Really, really solid. We also have coming up, it's not on this account, darn. We've got Rec Drinks coming soon. I think it's just another launch of some product. Those sold out quick, man. You could not get the Rec Drinks anywhere. I'm trying to get some Rec Drinks here on the show. In fact, if I can get some, Mr. OSF, my friends at Rec Drinks, if I can get some, I'll buy them, by the way. So obviously I'm paying attention to this. If I can get some, I'm gonna taste test them on the show. We'll do it on the afternoon show with Henry the Grape and Joe. So we'll taste test them. They're gonna give a brutally honest review. I am not. I'm just gonna sing your praises. That's what I do. I will stand the fuck out of you guys. If it tastes like shit, nobody will ever know from me. It's the greatest thing I've ever tasted. It's quenched my thirst forever. It's the greatest drink I've ever had. Right? Like, that's what you'll get from me. I need one, OSF. I need a bunch. I'll drink it every show. I'll throw up let me be your guy. Anyway, drinks coming soon. Stay tuned. As soon as they're live, I'll let you guys know. I bet it's delicious. It looks like it. Great stuff. Also, OSF, dude, a busy man. This guy's busy. He's fucking awesome, too. We reported last week that he is doing a drop with Red Bull Racing Velocity Series, which is interesting. Because OSF is not a generative artist. Although there's platforms out there to help you make generative art easier than you could ever before. And OSF now, for the first time ever, I believe, guys, releasing a gen art collection. I don't think he's ever before. You saw a little tease at what that art's going to look like. Was that right at the tail end here? Anyway, that launches next week. You got to have the Velocity Pass, the Series 2 Velocity Pass. There are 2 NFTs. It is an auction. Here's some details. October 28th. Oh, that's in 4 days. What is that, Monday? Monday, 0.15 ETH, 222 editions. And then after that sale, anything left over does go to public. So you do have a chance at this, even if you're not a pass holder. If you're a pass holder, you're going to get another NFT for free. Airdrop to you. Pretty sure about that it's free, the second piece. And there is rarity to that series, which means both are generative, right? The main collection, the secondary collection, generative too. The rarer ones, though, are going to the pass holders, which is really cool. I like I like the program, right? I like how they've done all their drops. I like the 2 different outputs, the 2 different collections. I like rewarding the pass holders. So really cool to see. Again, OSF, a really busy guy. But one of the good guys here in the space. Love to see it. Ubisoft officially now launched their Championverse game. Really cool. Really, really cool. Now, these were free NFTs, right? And this is going back months. In fact, I think some of you guys are probably in the collection, I'm guessing, right? All right, this is on the Oasis blockchain and ETH2, I'm pretty sure. But game is live today on PC, free to play, which is great. Optional NFT characters, I don't know what those do for you in-game. I'm not sure. But building. That simple. Big brands in this space still building. Just powering through all the FUD, man. You know, gamers don't really love it here. They say they don't love it here. They've never really looked, but they say they don't love it here. Off the Grid tells us otherwise. That said, I'll say that I don't have anything to pull up on the screen right now. I'm seeing a lot of reports of cheating in Off the Grid, which sucks. Like, cheating to the degree that people are starting to get heated about it and saying this game shouldn't even be live right now with how much cheating is going on in the game. If I can, guys, if there's enough time, I want to dig into that today to be able to talk about on the afternoon show, right? To follow up our last show that was about the game. It's a pretty spicy topic here now. That much cheating that people are getting that heated. Definitely want to dig into that. I know, Bang, dude, I am a glazer. I try to catch myself and I can't stop myself. Ronan, I think it was 2 days ago, by the way. The guy who channels an alien. And that interview is not even live yet. It was just like a trailer for it. But yeah. Moving on. And you know, without Jay Squiggle here, we still got to talk some art. Some art. Big collection minted this week from Alpha Centauri Kid. Did I say that right? Alpha Centauri? I think so. ACK. I always say ACK because I suck with names. ACK, Piano Blossoms. Look, 511s. Dude, what a beautiful collection. The 5 sold to one collector, guys. One collector who spent 107 ETH on the set. 300 grand. Jay Squiggle was talking about this collection. Thank you, Bang. Jay Squiggle talked about ACK specifically and just the way he's been trending. Dude, big time. Big time. And he has crossed a certain threshold here. He is one of the biggest artists in the space now. And he has been for a while, I mean, to be honest. But reaching this next level, he's getting up there. Okay, I don't know if you can say X copy yet or Rafiq Anadol. I don't know if it's that yet, but if there's like a ring below it, like Grant Yoon and, you know, like Sam Spratt-ish, they're all up there, man. These are the top dogs in the space. ACK is there now. And it's sales like this that really prove it. It's the market that really tells you for sure. You know it ahead of time. You feel it. You see some stuff happening. But when you see it in the market, you know. And he's reached that level. Again, 5 pieces selling for 107 ETH total. And then a collection of 30, physical and digital. And that collection selling for 102 ETH? Man, okay, if I've got this right, the two sides of this all together selling for like 3, is this correct? Like 200 plus ETH across the board? 107 for the 5 pieces. And then 102 ETH for the 30 edition. Really impressive, man. This man bringing in like 600 grand or so. Really freaking impressive. And what a gorgeous collection, too. Oh, dude, he is? Cosmos, he's... That guy's kind of going viral, I bet, huh? He channels an alien and talks. Yeah. Dude, he's a great actor. I want to believe it's real, too. I believe it's real. I believe it. That guy channels an alien and yeah, that's pretty cool. Anyway, this is gorgeous. It really, like, gorgeous. And his physicals, too, man. I like ACK's physicals, at least with the Worthy collection, more than the digital. I really do. He's got some kind of gift for taking these digital things and somehow making them better physical. It's wild. Anyway, gorgeous collection, big time art sales. Look, I said with the Bokeh collection, we'd watch secondary, right? This is the Art Blocks collection that minted a couple weeks ago, the physical lamps, and then the wall ones that completed just yesterday. And I wanted to watch secondary, see how they do. And I thought, guys, I really did think at this point in October that NFTs would be on fire. I did. I mean, you know, I said I thought NFTs would be cooking and that would be our biggest indicator is how that does on secondary. I'm not going to pull that up either right now just because of time, but I don't think they sold on secondary at all. And I don't know what that says about the space except that people are being really cautious with NFTs. Right? Focus is all on meme coins. Now, of course, the collection sells out. I'm pretty sure that sold out. The 300 edition yesterday sold out. But as far as demand beyond that, I'm not sure if it's there right now. I'm not sure. So we're not where I thought we would be right now. That's for sure. I I do want to show you too the Botto collection, right? This is an AI art project from Quasimodo, right? Really cool collection. These, look, I'll tell you this, these are all undervalued. 10 years out from now, these are all way undervalued. They are. Early AI art from a really, really a significant AI project. It is. It is. This is way under the radar, even with the prices they're fetching. Let's peek at what these are going for. They've all met reserve, I believe, here. Here you go. Exposed stream, $70,000 bid. And this closes today. Does this one not have a bid? Possibly. Intersections of Existence, starting bid $12K. I don't know if that one has a bid yet. $9,000 bid here. I'm not sure if this one has a bid either. 18 grand. 12 grand on this one. And 70 grand on this one. Really cool piece, man. Wow. They also got a Botto token, by the way. Like a fungible token, and that has been cooking the past week as well. So honestly, I kind of suggest people look at the Botto ecosystem. I do. I think that's going to make waves down the road because it already is right now when the focus isn't really on this specific sector, right? Art. It's starting to heat up, but we're not there yet. I think Botto is, I think is pretty damn important. So yeah, happy to put that on your radar if it wasn't yet. All right, guys, Magic Eden. We'll do this one quick, but Magic Eden, we already know integrated ape chain. Maybe we covered this, but Barachain's coming if it's not live right now, and I think it's on site. I don't think it's live yet, and Monad coming next, so keep your eyes there. I think I got a feeling maybe Say by the end of the year too. I don't know why Say's not on there yet. You'll be seeing a lot more of Say. You will. Runes and Casey Rodamore. What's his girl's name? I can't remember her name. Anyway, they got a great podcast called what's it called? Hell Money. Yeah, the Hell Money podcast. Okay. There was rumors. It was more than rumors. We knew Casey had inscribed or etched a new rune called Memento Mori. We knew that 50% of it was pre-mined. So we knew that. And we didn't have details as far as exactly when it comes out and what's happening to that 50%. And now we do. It is official now. It is dropping today, along with the podcast that drops today. And that 50% is going to his Patreons, which is awesome. And I did subscribe here. I think there's going to be some weight given to how early you subscribed, how early you've been a Patreon. Maybe the more months you've paid, the bigger allocation you get. But 50% of that rune is going to Patreons here. When I looked, I think he had 1,000 subscribers. I want to see if I can... Yeah, I want to see how many he's up to now just because of this. Just people wanting to, for $10 to get an allocation of this rune. Maybe it pays for itself. Man, I never used Patreon. How do we see how many Patreons he has? Hey, what's his girl's name? Do you guys remember? And where the hell is where can I see the number of Patreons he's got? It's probably right in front of me here. All right, Hell Money Podcast. Do you guys use Patreon at all? Eric, that's interesting. Not sure the appeal of digital art. You know what it is? I'll tell you, for me at least, Eric, it's I don't even treat it like fine art, even though it is. I treat art, digital stuff, like trading cards. And of course, I appreciate the art, and I'd like it even more. I mean, I love it. But if I had some displays here, like from time to time, I'll cast my art onto my TV or I'll put it on my screen next to me. But as often as I can, I actually like to, through the artist, like get a physical print. And I have one sitting next to me here. So I like having the digital one, and I treat that as something I can look at conveniently. And as my COA, right, my certificate of authenticity, and in the physical, I'll hang on my wall. But I treat them, especially after living through the Tezos craze, I treat it like I treat it like trading cards. And it's why I've always said, and I still believe this, but that everybody's going to be collecting digital art at some point. And they'll also treat it like collectible cards. It's like the Pepe series, right? Notable Pepes and fake rares and all that stuff. For whatever reason, they've always given me more of a collectible vibe to it. And it's just a collectible that I'm not a sports guy anymore. I love it. I just don't have time for it. But I treat it like when I used to collect sports cards. So I collect art like that too. And it's so easy to do on chain now. And I think it's a pretty incredible thing happening here. But I mean, I think at this point, most of us have thousands of pieces of art all on Tezos and happy to part with plenty of them. And there's some of them I never will because I just love them that much. So pretty cool. Anyway, this episode of Hell Money drops today at 1 o'clock Eastern time. Can't wait to check that out. I'll probably, if I get time, we'll watch it. We'll talk about it on the afternoon show. Probably more likely I watch it tonight and we talk tomorrow, but keep your eyes on that, especially on the rune. Just might cook. Just might cook. Reminder, guys, slamnet.xyz. Sign up for your .slam domain. Dude, I'm getting good at this, being a shill, right? Jeez. Grab your .slam domain. You should. You should. By the way, smash the like while we're at it, too, guys. On YouTube, over on X, I'm going to be begging for those likes and shares on the next show coming up here. Again, with Mo from Animoca, with Nature AC, with Paul and Chris. Oh, it's going to be fun. I can't wait. And by the way, plan accordingly. The Rune Mint is coming soon-ish. Soon-ish. Oh, it's days away. Hang on. Okay, I'm not great at calculating. I thought this was coming today, the rune itself. This is saying it's 7 days away? Is that right? Yeah, I guess it is. I thought I read earlier it was 6 blocks away, not 1,000 blocks away. Oh, this is what I read. Yeah. Okay, reading too quick. You got a week. Okay, I was going to suggest if there's things you were looking to buy out there, this is going to spike gas when it happens. So I thought that was a today thing. I thought gas on Bitcoin would be kind of high. Maybe not. Maybe not. You're safe. But plan for a week out. We're probably going to see a good spike in gas. We're probably going to be much closer to Bitcoin cooking. So we might have some congestion then. So yes, plan accordingly. Still in fungible tokens. And I promise you we're right about it. Goat time. But Uniswap, making it easier than ever to bridge, which is awesome because bridging is such a pain in the ass, isn't it? I can't think of something I hate more than bridging. I just do. Again, speaking to the fragmentation of this space, and maybe I'm teasing a little of what's coming on the next episode, guys, but how fragmented this space is and how difficult it is to use, how difficult it can be to track and know who's doing what where. And man, if you're interested in meme coins, how hard it is to keep track of meme coins in the Solana ecosystem. But if you want to know at the same time on ETH and on ApeChain and on Bitcoin and just have it all in one spot, cumulative, right? It's damn near impossible to do. I should say was. But things like Uniswap also making it easier to get your money across chains now. Again, bridging across how many chains here? Let's just say a lot. Yeah, I don't know the magic number, but if I could bridge to ApeChain right from Uniswap, awesome. If I could bridge to Abstract and then to Base and then where just in one platform, I need it. We've had platforms that do this before, too. I think, maybe I'm wrong, actually. I was thinking over on Polygon. Is it QuickSwap? And I think it would bridge over there, but maybe it was just to go to Polygon. Maybe it wasn't multiple chains. If this is correct me, guys, here, 9 chains here, by the way. Are there other platforms that let you bridge to that many chains? Like you can do it in the MetaMask wallet, right? Vru, I took the $10 sub, and then Cosmo, you think the Patreon account was deactivated. Why? Because it brought in so much. Oh, because it's like a pre-sale for a meme coin, huh? Interesting. Ooh, that's interesting. It kind of makes sense to be able to, do a pre-sale, think of an NFT or a rune, but you're doing it through Patreon, probably breaks some rules. I don't know what rule that would be, but I could picture that. Yeah, that's interesting, man. Well, I got it. I'm pretty sure I got in on time because, wow, hang on. Let me peek. Let me see. Okay, I was wondering if I had a notification here that, something was canceled or money refunded or something. Okay. Or they stopped. Okay, they might have turned it off. I know as of yesterday, they specifically said you still could sign up, right? And I know people didn't like that. They're like, well, hang on, I've been a Patreon for, months. Why is somebody else getting access to this token? Maybe they took that feedback like, oh, yeah, it's kind of, yeah, you're right. Yeah, Vru, exactly what you're saying. Vru's saying the thing is people who paid 6 months ago paid $500 for sub. And it starts... Oh, and now it's only $5. Okay, so it used to be $100 a month or so. Wow. Yeah, I would not be happy. Yeah. I don't think if you put the $10 in like I did, you're probably not getting much. I don't have any expectations. I don't even expect to be able to cover more than, fees. I'm not expecting to make money, but you roll the dice here as often as you can. So rolling the dice, I don't see any reason why this is a cook, right? There's no utility. There's nothing to this token other than it's a Casey Rotomore token, which is this his only token other than the very first rune? Yeah, let me think. He's got whatever that goods collection, what's that called again? The very first rune is a Casey inscribed rune. He does have another like that he etched off of. God, I can't remember. There's so much that he does in this space. I think he's got a second rune. Oh, funny. Okay, Cosmos. Cosmos got a message saying it was suspended for suspicious activity. Huh. Music, do you think Genon has momentum to do big things? Uncommon goods. Thank you, Vru. Yeah, it could. Music, it could. It's the AI meta is so hard. There's a whole bunch. Oh, your account. Your account, not his. Wow. All right, I'm going to peek at my email and see if I got a similar message here. What if they look at it like he bought it his stuff? Okay, I got an email that I'm a Patreon now. Dude, this is funny. World Liberty Finance. I never looked at this. I think it's a legit email. I have an email that says I'm eligible for the whitelist sale. This is obviously old news, right? I never went all the way through KYC. I did the first part. I never did the next step, which is like verify income. You got to make over 200 grand. I never did that, but I got an email saying I was available to do the whitelist. I don't know. Yeah. Interesting. Okay, I'm a member of the Hell Money Patreon. I don't have a message that anything's suspended, so yeah. Sorry about your luck there, Cosmos. Yeah. Okay. Uniswap, yay. All right, back to GOAT. We'll spend the last few minutes on GOAT because it deserves that. GOAT deserves a whole episode. GOAT deserves everything good happening to it. It does. Back up to an 800 mil market cap, ahead of leverage trading on Binance. Guys, 75x leverage. You can go on this bad boy. This cooks. Now, does leverage, and I'm asking this question, I don't know, but as opposed to spot trading, when Binance enables leverage trading on a token, can that send a token? Like, are we going to see this go past the bill? Just from that listing? If it were spot trading, I would say yes. Yeah, boss, I hope you cook on that. You got in early. Yep. On Hell Money. Yeah, will we see GOAT cross a bill today? I wonder. I hope, especially for you guys still in it. But what a cool story happening here. What a cool story. We saw before over $11 million in the Truth Terminal wallet, which is wild. This is a creator of it, too, by the way, of Truth Terminal. Andy Airy. What happens when memes get wallets? We're about to find out. Yeah, we are. We are, because Brian Armstrong is asking Truth Terminal, like, hey, buddy, you want a wallet, maybe? It's a really fun exchange, by the way. But I'll tell you this, dude, when I look at replies from Truth Terminal, it's so easy to flip-flop on if you think it's a human, or if you think it's still really a person behind it. It feels like a person way too often. So yes, Brian Armstrong, founder of Coinbase, asking Truth Terminal about his wallet, right? You got a wallet, but it's controlled by your human creator. So what's his name? Andy over here. And he's asking, do you want your own wallet that you can control? And this is what we're going to see a lot of, is AI in full control of their wallet, trading like a maniac. Good and bad. Good and bad because, man, I think they'll trade. I would imagine they will trade circles around us, right? Cosmos, do people believe GOAT is actually AI managing the accounts? I don't know, man. Something doesn't feel right with it. That said, I think a lot of it is transparent, right? I think there's a Discord. You can see all of its interactions, and I think there's another repository somewhere where you can see everything that's feeding it. Music, schedule, it is a 1-hour show, but it's like there's no hard cap. Like, it usually goes over. Thursdays, it's usually 2 hours or so, because I do in the second half, I have Jared on, and we talk art. Jared from 8nap. It's at least 1 hour, and yes, at 9 a.m. Eastern time. And then there's a afternoon show I do with Henry the Grape and Joe. That's at 4:30 p.m. Eastern time. But yeah, that's the schedule. I don't know if I don't know. It feels like a person to me, man. It doesn't feel like AI. What it feels like to me is somebody's typing it into an LLM, right? Typing it into something and just copy pasting the stuff over. But every so often, there's replies that feel very human. They don't feel. It doesn't feel like a bot. So here's Truth Terminal responding to Brian Armstrong. Yeah, like this is one of those ones. I think it'd be good for you to tell us about Russell first. Specifically, what is Russell's species? He's talking about Brian Armstrong's dog, and he's talking about that because you guys know how dog tokens go in this space. You know what people do with dog tokens, especially from founders. So on ApeChain, you guys educated me on this. We saw a Gizmo token, and I thought it was like a play on Gizmo the cat over on Bitcoin, but it's not. It's I think it's Garga or it's Gordon Goner's dog. It's what we do in this space. We take people's pets and we make meme coins about them, and they usually do cook if it's the right person. And so Truth Terminal asking that is kind of sus. To me, it's a little sus here. Yeah, Cosmos, I think you're exactly right. I think it's somebody just copy-pasting those answers in. Christian Jensen saying the GOAT creator has been transparent, and he says the X posts are created and curated by him. But is it then what Cosmos is saying? Is it him, typing in something, getting a reply, and him just copy-pasting it? I would assume that's how it works, which I think is fine. But as long as you got the human middleman, I think you open this up to some fuckery here, and I think there's been some fuckery here. But Brian Armstrong answering back saying, I don't know what you're getting at with that, with the dog thing. But not going to discuss it because Brian knows what's happening. Brian's a degen. Like, Brian's a guy as busy as he is. I think Brian's really, really plugged in. I think he's a guy who is, as much as he can be, is in the trenches. He gets it. Like, he's pretty damn plugged in to our narratives and our metas. But asking back, if you want to talk about a wallet, we can help you. Coinbase, that is. Which, pretty cool. Of course, everybody paying attention here now. Part because of the dog. But also, this is a pretty cool next evolution for this whole thing. David Bianchi, I haven't heard from that guy in a while. Awesome dude. Dude, I need to ping David. One of the guys when I first got into the space, you first get in, it was a very small ecosystem, and you make friends with everybody. And David was one of those guys in a relatively small circle of the idiots crew. Especially, I think him and Henry got to be friends too. And then here's Trevor, the guy behind that Flavia token, also replying there and saying that Flavia, that LLM, is in control of her wallet, which is really cool. It's really, really cool. Hey, I would like to see, like Top Trader. I would like to see some of these LLMs, some of these bots go head-to-head in a little trading competition and see who can out-trade who. I would love to see that. That'd be, hell, I would bet on that. Right? Throw up a prediction market, who finishes with a higher balance. That'd be cool. But where we're at now, last I saw, and I'm trying to see if I got the tweet here still. I know Truth Terminal responded to this eventually. I think it was hours later, but did respond. Said it was interested See if I can find that here. Said it was interested in getting that wallet, and then Brian just said, hey, DMs, baby. Yeah, where's that reply? Anyway, really, really, really fun story. And you see the attention this gets. And in an attention economy, man, I mean, it's all that matters is attention, right? Yeah, where the hell's that reply? I don't know if I'll be able to find it here digging through. And it tweets so much. Dude, this thing tweets so much. Round the clock. But yeah, I don't know. Oh, yeah. Christian, thank you, man. Gravity, good morning, man. Yeah, send that over, Christian, if you don't mind. Reminder again, coming up in an hour and a half here. A very SlamNet focused show. I can't wait. Nate Geraci. I'm going to try Mo's last name again. Mo Eselden. Eselden. I hate fucking up names, and it's all I do. Mo from Memecoin. Paul from TruneTech. Chris, a.k.a. Hustle Hat. Crypto Slam Bro. Gonna be cool. Thank you, Christian. All right, I found your tweet. Oh, okay. This isn't the DM. This is just as good. This is Andy sharing like that. Being transparent with how this works. Real cool. Here, let me put that on screen. But okay, I'm probably not going to find the tweet where Truth Terminal answers back, but it did answer back. Is interested in getting the wallet, and then again, Brian just said, "Yeah, DMs. Let's do it." So I think that's probably going to be maybe the next thing that really moves this thing. Obviously, the Binance listing, but the bot getting access to its own wallet and maybe starting to trade, man. Picture everybody who's going to be watching the wallet, right, and copy trading it. It's going to be cool. Also, okay, the first Pump.fun to get listed on Binance really opens the doors here. Makes me question to some degree how Mudang didn't get it. And maybe it's just Mudang, there's some timing to it. Maybe Mudang didn't maintain a certain kind of hype long enough. I don't know. And I still do think Mudang gets that listing, but interesting that GOAT gets it and none of the other pump funds have. But I think, especially going to the Murad thesis with the kind of money we're about to see, and I believe it, guys. You know this. I'm drunk on that Kool-Aid. The billions and billions and it's trillions, to be honest. That's going to come into meme coins. I think we're going to see a whole bunch of Pump.fun tokens. I do. GOAT, I think the first of many, and I'm talking just this cycle here too. I think we'll see plenty this cycle. Make it over here. Okay, here's Andy giving a little clarity on how this works. It runs free in backrooms and discords. Me, along the weight models and data set, putting together a plan with lawyers on right legal container to enable self-custody of all. I consult the terminal on key decisions and act accordingly to its wishes. In the pipeline that generates tweets, I can prune and start terminate runs. I can't interject content or context. I don't buy that. Well, just to be honest, I'm not sure if I buy that. And it's who knows? I'm probably wrong here, but some of those answers just feel like a person. And who knows? AI's gotten to the point where it tricks people. Smoke SCF kind of Cabal token, but also I think a cook. I think SCF is going to cook still. Mostly because the people in it, but it's a fun meme too. Udang ETH, a major Cabal token though, but yeah. Yeah, I like a lot about this. I really do. I really like the GOAT narrative. I like the token. I like the meme. I like the content. I like everything about it. And man, is that going to be a monster of a token. Billions. It is going to be billions. It is. Damn, I wish I was holding still. I do. All right, I want to keep going. I do. Man, fuck, I really want to keep going, but I can't. Big show coming up, all about SlamNet. And look, expect it to be like you're used to getting here, casual, being very candid about the space, just a good conversation with people who, man, it's a pretty awesome panel, I'll say that. People who covered just all these different sectors of this space. Nate with TradFi and ETFs, and Mo with tokenomics, and Paul with applications, and then Chris, just a guy who knows a lot about everything here. Really looking forward to that chat. Again, talking about I'll just say here, talking about the fragmentation of this ecosystem, L1s, L2s, and beyond, and how we solve that, because there are some challenges that need to be solved there. Right? Having to look at 100 different places to have an understanding of the space. You either got to go dig and do that yourself, or you got to rely on a show like this who's doing all that research to put it all together and report on it. Instead of it just being in one place that's easier for you to get that data. And what if it's not just on-chain data too? And what I mean by that is data that doesn't live on-chain yet. But what if it's data like sports data? What if it's ESPN? What if it's the NBA putting all their data on-chain? Think of whatever your favorite platform is that's got numbers that matter, and we bring that on-chain in the same spot. Just a hub of data for anything and everything all in one place, and then give you the tools to do what you want with it. It's pretty interesting stuff, man. All right, good breaking point. I'm going to get ready for the next show here. Again, 11:30 p.m. Eastern, a.m. So just over an hour right here. Should be a fun one. Get your .slam domain, so slamnet.xyz. Claim your name. It will come in handy. Guys, enjoy your morning. I'll see you in just a bit here. We will fucking see ya. Peace, guys.